Welcome back. Today we're going to be solving multi-step equations. So first I want to go over how to solve multi-step equations and then we'll get into some examples. So to solve multi-step equations, we're going to be using the reverse of the order of operations, reverse of PEMDAS. And that's because normally when we solve an expression or when we evaluate an expression, I should say, we want to start with parentheses, then exponents, then multiplication and division, then addition and subtraction, right? That's the order of operations. But when we're solving an equation, we're undoing those things. So we should first undo what was last done. So first we should undo addition, subtraction, then undo multiplication, division, then undo exponents, and then very last but not least, undo the parentheses or brackets. Also, keep in mind the distributive property may be used, that A times in brackets B plus C is equal to AB plus AC. Now, when A, B, and C are variables, or even when just one of those is a variable, specifically if B or C is a variable, then this is very useful. Now, if A, B, and C are known numbers, this is not all that useful because we could just add up B and C and then multiply the result by A. But let's say one of these is a variable, then we couldn't do that. And so that's when distributive property would be particularly useful. Okay, so let's talk about how we're going to solve this equation here. So what do we do first? We're doing reverse PEMDAS, right? So we're going to be starting with addition, subtraction, then multiplication and then division, then exponents, and then brackets or parentheses. So let's start with addition and subtraction. Is there any addition and subtraction other than what's in parentheses to undo in order to solve for x? Well, yes, I notice right here we have this plus 3. So in order to get rid of this plus 3, I need to subtract 3 from both sides. So I'm going to do that. Then on my left, the plus 3 and minus 3 cancel out, so we're just left with 4 times 2x minus 1. And then on the right, we have 19 minus 3, which is 16. All right, the next step is multiplication and division. So is there any multiplication or division other than what's in our brackets that we can undo? Well, yes, there is. We can get rid of this multiplication by 4 by dividing both sides by 4. If we do that, we get that the 4's cancel out on our left. So we just have 2x minus 1 is equal to 16 divided by 4, which is 4. So now that all we have left is the brackets, now we're going to start the order again with what is in the bracket. So let's go back to the beginning. Let's start again with addition and subtraction. Is there any addition or subtraction to undo here? Well, yes, there is. We can add 1 to both sides to get rid of the minus 1. And if we do that, we get 2x is equal to 5. Then we can undo the multiplication by dividing both sides by 2. Therefore, we get that x is equal to 5 over 2. Right, so keeping in mind that we start with addition, subtraction, then multiplication, division, then exponents, which there were none here, then brackets. And then once we get to brackets, if there's anything we must do within those brackets, we go back to the beginning of the order of operations, the reverse order of operations again, and continue with that. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to leave those in the comment section, and I will also be doing one more example today as well. So for this one, we have 3x divided by 4 plus 2 is equal to 5. So here again, we first need to start with undoing addition and subtraction. So is there any addition or subtraction to undo on our left side, the same side that x is on? And the answer is yes, there is. We need to subtract 2 in order to get rid of it. If I subtract 2 from both sides, I get 3x over 4 is equal to 5 minus 2, which is 3. Then next I need to do multiplication and division kind of at the same time. So here we have 3/4 multiplied by x. Now how do we undo multiplying by 3/4? We undo by multiplying by the reciprocal, right? So the reciprocal would be where we switch the numerator and denominator. So the reciprocal of 3/4 is 4 over 3. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 4 over 3. And if I do that, then these 4's cancel and these 3's cancel, and we just have x on the left. Then on the right, these 3's actually happen to cancel as well, so we end up with 4. So therefore, the answer for this is that x is equal to 4. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to leave those down in the comment section, and I'll see you for the next one.